What up, y'all? It's the new Movement Live, DJ Drewski.
Yeah.
And we got Brooklyn's own Jay Willa in the building.
Yes, sir.
Jay, what a year it's been.
What a year.
2020, you said it in one of the intro records.
Yeah.
It's one of those years that we will never forget.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? If you're over the age of like 4 years old, you're never going to forget 2020.
That's an absolute fact.
Now, it's been a crazy year for a lot of people, right? And I'm sure you went through some stuff personally and with family. You know, I went through it. But for some of us, and I feel we ain't speak about it, but I just feel like it's been a productive year for yourself.
Listen, I've been in my bag for 2020.
Right.
And that's why we started the project with In My Bag. Like it's a thing. Like it's a weird situation to be in when you see the world going to shit around you.
Right.
But you yourself is thriving. And I've literally been thriving 2020. So I hate to come off like disingenuous or you know
right. I know the feeling. Like, I understand.
Like,
that's why I said it in that sense. Is like the world is going crazy, but through that, even a lot of people I run into or I've been around, it's just been a very productive year for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And everyone got that I'm in my bag energy right now because we don't know what's happening or what's gonna happen or what's to come from this. But
I've been hearing the grumblings. Right. Like it's gonna be like a whole new renaissance, a whole new movement or some shit. That's like it's just gonna be a lot. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. It's gonna be fire.
But you mentioned you've been cooking up. You got an EP out now.
Yes, sir.
Called What a Year.
What a Year.
And that's why we started it like this. But let's talk about that process, because some of the records you said, you know, you had tucked away for a minute. And so what was that process like putting this EP together?
All right, so we take it to the top of the year. I did a couple shows for Major Stage. It's like a touring company.
Right, shout to Major Stage.
Shout to Major Stage for me. They're doing big things over there. But after doing the show with them, I linked up with a management company, and they was like, "Yo, we can take that." So, we need fire. Period. Period. We need fire. And this is before the world shut down.
Right. So this is what, like top of the year?
This is like February
last year.
Yeah, January, February 2020.
Gotcha.
So top of the year. The world then shut down like March something.
Right.
There was
no shows. Major stages, basically.
We're like, sorry.
Right.
So what you gonna do now? So the music got to be extra fire. So, we had like 15, 20 records, like something like that, and we had to just dwindle down to get something that's like, how comfortable do you feel with this project?
Right.
In terms of, is this the message you want to bring across? Yes, the world's going to shit, you know that, but can this body of work tell your story? And I feel like even through this year, I've been through a lot. You know, I enjoyed the birth of my daughter this year.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. But it's like it's a big thing. I'm moving. I'm progressing musically. I'm progressing socioeconomic, whatever you want to say. Like it's been a pretty good year. You feel me? So that's why the music comes off that way. That's why you get a look. It's a nice bop. It's a good dance. I want people to still feel good.
And it's mixed. I feel like you got records where you're expressing your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You're getting deep. Yeah. Those type of records that you got to sit and listen to, up to the records, party records. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talking about shaking ass and all. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a big part.
It's definitely a big, you know, stream from, you know what I'm saying, and different fields of music on it. But going through that process of, I got 60 records, 50 records. We got to pick 6. Yeah.
That was a fight.
Do you do that yourself? Who's around you when you're going through it?
I got a team. Shout out to my ITG brothers, man. Shout out to Willa Wednesdays as well. Shout out to everybody that sits in that studio and we fight it out. I can tell you right now, this individual over here, he has records that didn't make it that he will fight for. And everybody on my team is like that. So it's like, nah, that gotta make it. That gotta make it. So that process of dwindling down, what makes it, what doesn't, it's fun, but it's stressful because. Okay, so I've been doing this for a little minute, right? So I never want to get married to a record. I don't want to fall in love with it. I feel like I wrote it in the headspace that I was at. I did the best that we could do on it, and let's move on from it.
Right. Put it out.
That's it. See how the world
for
receives
the world,
it.
and we keep
see how
moving.
they receive it.
Right.
Now, when you're sitting down and you picking through that, it's tough because you can easily be emotional with a bunch of shit.
Right.
So it was a fight. It definitely was a fight to get down to that.
Do you have a favorite record that's either on the EP or that didn't make it because it wasn't a unanimous decision? Is there one that really stuck out?
My favorite record made the project. His favorite record did. So my favorite record is Don't Wanna Be. And that's because I got in my bag. I was actually telling the story. Like, we come from situations where it gets crazy.
Right.
And when you walk outside your house and now you see, once again, pandemic vibes, you see people really out of work. You see, you know what I'm saying, it's really stressful outside. You can easily fall into a lot of different traps.
Right.
And this year alone, I've seen a lot of my brothers fall into traps. So Don't Wanna Be is pretty much saying I don't want to be that. I don't want to fall into that.
Right. You see it going on. You see what's happening.
It's prevalent. It's here. We living in it.
Right.
But because I have such a hyper focus of what I want and what I'm trying to get to, I can't fall victim to that. So I don't want to be that.
Now you got records like that. Then you got Pray. I Pray.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like I said, the mix of emotions. But you could make a record called I Pray. But are you a religious type of person? Are you a spiritual person? How deep does that part of you go?
Religious, I'm gonna say no. Definitely spiritual though. I know that there's a high power. I know that there's something governing what we do and how we do. I know that this doesn't happen as chance.
Right.
I know like this
timing.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like it got to be something that happened for this to happen. So I do know that there's something that's governing. So I could easily drop the I Pray and Blessed. And you know, it's I consider myself to be positive. I'm a very positive person. I feel like if there's a will, there's a way. We're gonna find a way out. We're gonna find a way to do something. So I hope that comes off in the music because I want people to feel that when they hear it.
No, it definitely does. I get it from your energy, your vibes as a person, but in the music, you know what I'm saying? Like you talking about it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself maybe in other people's shoes. You know, this year was a great year for you, but you could still feel some sort of pain in some of those records.
Absolutely.
Then you could feel the escape of that, the opposite of that, where you're just trying to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I think like it's been that type of year where it's just a roller coaster. Things open up, then the next week, now shit is back closed.
We don't know where we at.
Right.
We don't know where we at. Like past 10 o'clock, we can't do nothing. It's crazy.
Does that change the way you move as an artist when it comes to like you're dropping an EP during a time right now where we talking about how crazy it is, but you still say, I'm putting out an EP.
Yeah.
I'm dropping a record. I don't know how I'm going to promote this, how I'm going to get it out, but I'm still doing it. So did that affect you in a sense as far as like when people say marketing your music compared to, you know, the past?
That also was a fight because now it's, did you drop it at the top of the year and hopefully something opens up and we see it then, or do you drop it towards the end of the year and hopefully 2021 it's the renaissance that we're hoping for? Like, honestly, I didn't feel comfortable dropping anything until I felt confident in the complete body of work.
Got you.
And that's why it took a little longer as well. So it definitely plays a part with the marketing because you can't, once again, and it's not even just like pandemic vibes or whatever. It's literally, we dealing with political issues. We dealing with our brothers getting shot dead in the street. Like it's a lot of things that's been happening one after another, week after week. And it's like, do you come with a positive, hey, what's going on? Let's dance a little bit record, or do you just let the world breathe a little bit and then drop something? So it was definitely a struggle. I feel like I found a good pocket in space. Like I said, it's been like 2 weeks now since it's been out.
Right.
So I feel like it was a good time. It was a good time.
But it's out.
It's out.
It's out.
Absolutely.
What a year, Jay Willa.
Yes.
On top of doing the music, you started Willa Wednesdays.
Nah.
Probably right before the pandemic too.
Wait.
So you was ahead of the game, low key.
To be honest, Willa Wednesday's been brewing for a while. But in life, it gets bigger as the individuals get bigger.
Got you.
So in the podcasting world, it's been about 5 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You've been ahead of the game. Like this ain't nothing new that just started during the pandemic, because now you get a flood of podcasts that are happening now. Right? Everyone's dropping. Everyone's stuck at home.
Everybody home.
10 people capacity. So now everyone's like, all right, let's jump in the room, turn the mics on, and do the podcast. But this Willa Wednesdays, you started years ago. But
once again, the thriving while the world is going to shit. Like, because of the pandemic, we've been able to touch new heights. We done had Faison Love on the show. We done had we got Rachel Marie on the show from Power. We done had my boy London, Looks by London. He done touched all the industries.
I never got invited up to Willa Wednesdays.
I mean, we can easily do that.
Yeah, now because I had to say something, but I ain't never get the invite. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
We gonna make that happen. We gonna make that happen.
No, but it makes me like excited when I see artists create other stuff that outside of music, but that brings it back home.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That thinking a little bit outside the box, just doing things that are timely. Like you know, podcasts are the thing right now.
The thing right now,
right? But to know like, yo, he was doing this before everyone was, you know what I'm saying? It just shows your creativeness and your way of thinking.
To be honest, like I said, Brooklyn born and raised, like, so the hustle was always there.
Right.
It's hard as an independent artist with no money to try and get attention, right? So you do this for a living.
You get down with the bloodies and then start throwing red flags.
It's cool, but once again, don't want to be.
Right.
It's all right. I see that. I see it.
And you see how it played out.
It's cool.
Right.
I'm good like that. But in your line, people come to you all the time. Yo, I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm dope. What does that mean?
Right.
If you don't have something behind it, right? So me growing up and growing through this, we never had a platform that we can just put our own stuff on. That's where the podcast came from.
Right.
Literally, so now when we start the show, we playing our records, ITG music. It's me, 3 other singers, 2 rap. Like, we could play our own records without being stopped. Because even if you go on social media, if you don't have the rights to that, they cut you off.
Right.
We can do that now. So that's where that mentality came from. So yeah.
Besides the people on your team, is there any other artists from New York that you haven't worked with that is on your top list? Like your top 2 artists. It don't even got to be from New York because you got features from artists out of town on the EP, but just your top 2 artists that really will complement your style, your sound, your music, and that you like. I feel like during my music career, I got to work with these 2 artists. Or that you maybe talk about in the pod, like, yo, who would sound like,
Yeah, who compliments.
Right. Or that you just,
we
was inspired by that.
Oh, inspiration. If we do inspirations, we can do this all day. Wale is a big inspiration, if we're being honest. We talking majors or we talking about?
Just in your life and your dreams and your, you know what I'm saying, when you're in the studio and you're cooking up a record, you say to yourself, damn, you know who would sound good on this? If I could get blank.
Now, I'm not going to hold you. As of late, it's been A Boogie for sure. So A Boogie, what's up? Talk to me. It's just like
Boogie.
We can make that happen.
Right.
We can make that happen. But yeah, he's in a class. I'm impartial to New York, so I like to party. So the Favios, we can make that because he sets the mood. You feel me? Like, we know what we're here for.
Right.
It's just a vibe. It's a party.
Did you record any drill records? Because there's really no drill sound on this EP.
On purpose.
Which I was thankful for, to be honest with you. Because I said,
on purpose.
Oh, Jay Willa, he's from Brooklyn. I'm like, hey, at least one of these drill records. Another one of these drill records. But there was none on this EP.
To be honest, and I'm thankful for my brother Rich P, who
shout out to Rich P.
Shout out to Rich P for that. But we conversations is always like, you want to follow the wave or be the wave. You feel me? And the drill is good. I respect that. I don't knock it. But what
Clearly,
are you gonna do?
You just bigged up Fabio, so
exactly.
You're in tune with it.
We can easily touch that,
right?
Easily and make it fire. It's gonna pop. But what's your mark on this? How we
for
doing
you?
This?
I feel like being honest and not taking away from the drill artists or artists that do drill, but from what I heard, your style of music, what you can do, your writing skills, I feel like the drill records would be too easy for you, right? And being that it's too easy, I don't feel like it would come across not authentic, but just you wouldn't enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? There's no challenge for you.
Yeah.
And that's me low key bigging you up, but I'm just saying on that sound of music compared to what I heard, like it's too easy for you in a sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't enjoy it, like.
And to be honest, like I said, I live that. I'm from that.
Right.
That's
You're around it. Like,
it is what it is.
Right.
That's like the price of entry. We get it. But would it be 100% genuine? No. It would just be something that I know I can do. You know, so I always want to push myself, push the envelope.
Right.
Let's get instruments. Let's get serious.
Yeah, because even at the end of some of your records, it's just some singing, melodic stuff going on. It's not even no rapping on it. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's not, the records are not rushed. They're not like formatted. Oh, I'm gonna make a record for this.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like you guys are just creating music, having a good time with it, challenging yourself.
And that's the beauty of it. It is literally just let's create and have a good time.
Right.
The studio, the session be a vibe. We in there. It's really my brothers for real. So it's really people that we can go a decade plus on, and I believe what they saying. And mind you, they not no world class A&Rs.
Right.
They just know me and they know music.
And they got a good ear. Like, they know, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
some
it is.
people just know good music when they hear it. It's not that hard.
Absolutely.
Know, you have people that overthink it and try too hard and I'm gonna make a hit record.
Because they trying to sound like the wave.
Right.
When you try to sound like the wave, that's what happens. And now you got a billion people doing drill music. No offense.
No, it's no offense. I think at this point in just music, we can talk about it like that, right? It's out, everyone, feels like, hey, I gotta jump on it. And it's not for everyone, and it could be easy for some. I just feel like you're one of those type of artists that it's just too easy for you.
I'm not gonna touch it. That's
right. If you having fun and you know what I'm saying, having fun with it, but based on knowing what you can do and hearing certain records, I'm like, I told you, like, yo, your writing is pretty ill when it comes to some of these hooks.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's some thought that's put into it.
Absolutely.
Do you write your records alone? Do you have writers or people you sit with that say, yo, change this?
I write 100% alone. The input will come in during the recording process. Yo, tweak that. Say it like that. Or try that. It don't work. All right, cool. Stick with what you got. But yeah, 100% writing alone. I do pride myself on hooks because it's the hook.
Right. The strongest part of the song.
What I'm trying to say. And hooks and formatting. Not many people gonna give you 3 minutes to wow them.
Right.
So if you're not doing something in the first couple seconds to wow someone, they're not staying. So I pride myself in hooks and formatting, and then I feel like I put my 10,000 hours in. You know what I'm saying? So like I would call myself a master at this.
When did you say you officially started making music and being an artist? Like taking it serious?
Taking it serious. I wrote my first rap at like age of 9 or 10. So that's that. But I was always known in high school as the kid who would just jump in a cipher. We did that in gym class or in the cafeteria. We'll just jump in a cipher. But even that wasn't serious. That was just we rapping. I was college years, the 21, 22. That's when I was like, you know what, I could really make a run at this. Like we could talk serious.
I can turn this into a living. I can sell my music.
Yeah. We can make this a profitable business. Yeah.
And is that you started putting it up on iTunes, putting videos up on YouTube?
I remember it was the it was Hot New Hip Hops and the Dat Piffs that we throw the big stakes on the Dat Piffs and all that. Yeah, so we did that. We took it serious from a little ways away.
Now, if you go back to those college years when you first putting music up, do you hear a difference in your music now if you go back and listen to it?
I feel like I was always lyrical, but I got away from the lyrical, miracle, spiritual, because we from New York, so we get into the boom bap. We can do that.
Right.
I mean, I actually progressed with songwriting after that's
you went
been
through
my
that
growth.
phase of
So now I know I can write.
I'm gonna kill this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm out the body.
Right.
Now I was like, okay, let the beat breathe a little bit because that pocket would be dope. Now I was like, okay, throw that sound right there. Oh, let's get some vocals right there. Let's make it airy and breathy because that would be fire. Like now it's constructing a record that would hit or something that gives you a vibe.
Right.
So that's where we at with it now.
And for those who are tuned in, still rocking with us, if you want to hear those those new bars and then letting records breathe and adding little touches of singing going on in the back and
absolutely
features with her name again.
We got Brie Biassi on there.
She bodied that.
She fire.
Yeah, because I feel like the last 2 years been super strong years for female artists.
Ooh.
And for some reason, they coming harder, like, you know what I'm saying?
Fellas, it's not competition, so I don't want to say competition. Like, fellas, like, watch out. But listen, we
don't play.
They not playing.
And it's
They're
not even
playing right now.
It's not even the nasty talk no more. They're really rapping.
They are rapping.
She talking about, I got a gun in my purse.
All
if
that.
you see me with certain people, I'm
all
like,
that.
yeah, she's in her bag.
I need it on the front, not the back. Like, all that.
Right.
Like, listen, yo, Brie Biassi, I see what you did on that. Continue to do that. We also gonna get back. We got a couple more stuff working too. So
Oh, you and Brie.
Yeah.
Let's start Brie with the music video because I feel like that's one of your stronger records.
Yeah.
It definitely needs a visual to it.
Yeah.
Where are you at when it comes to that as far as on this EP?
So funny story. I flew down to Atlanta and we was gonna shoot the video. I'm from New York, mind you. She's from Atlanta. Right. So I flew down to Atlanta. She hit me on some, yo, last minute I had to pop out to New York.
Oh,
so we literally took a flight past each other. So we still in talks. We honestly, since the project has dropped, that has gotten the most acclaim. So we've been on the text like, yo, we gotta make that. Like it's just a matter of when.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that definitely gotta happen, Bree. So check in whether he gotta fly back to Atlanta.
It's easy. That's light.
Let's make it happen.
That's light. And
are you shooting any videos for any of the other records?
Yeah, we got Don't Wanna Be. Like I said, that's my personal favorite, so I had to sneak that in there.
Yeah, of course.
So definitely,
we know that.
Gotta do Don't Wanna Be. I pray I got a nice visual in the next 2 weeks. We shooting that. I'm just trying to get the whole New York to pop out. So that's what it is. I need my peoples outside.
Build that.
I need my peoples outside. And since the project has dropped, like I said, it's gotten good push. It's gotten good acclaim. It's gotten good praises. So I feel like it'll be easy to get people outside,
right,
for music that they believe in.
Now those other 45 records that are just sitting in the can, are those ever gonna come out? Do you say, nah, forget it, we're gonna create new records? Because I'm sure right after this EP is nonstop, another project coming.
Once again, being a student to the game, what I've noticed is you got to flood at some point. And I attribute Lil Wayne for that.
Right.
Like he went on a 2-year run, 3-year run where it was like nonstop. You're going to hear me. It's retarded.
Right. Features.
Touching
everything.
Touching everything. And that's literally what's going to happen next with me. I feel like this 6, I'm mad because was 6 Black. He dropped a EP and it was called like the 6 Piece or something like that. And I wanted to touch that, but you stole that. I respect it though. But now, like I know for a fact I got heaters that's like just sitting on tuck.
Right.
So we're just gonna release. Hold that. Oh, you like that?
Keep on them.
You like that one? Like that one? So that's the plan next. I want everybody to sit and digest it. This what a year was constructed in a way so that anybody can hear it and be like, oh, he's good at that and he's dope at that and he can do that. Oh,
it shows the versatility.
So now I'm gonna key in on everything that he fits that. Oh yeah, he can do that. He can do that. So that's what's gonna happen next.
So that's happening next.
Yeah.
What's up with Willa Wednesdays? Is that still?
Listen, Willa Wednesdays is the
still a go.
It's the podcast. It's the bread and butter right now. You could check us out live every single Wednesday. We running on Facebook Live and we running on the YouTube platform. 2 hours every Wednesday. We're giving you gold. We talking about whatever you want to talk about. Life, love, music, whatever it may be, whatever's current events that's popping, we're gonna talk about that. And we always gonna refer back to the music. So you stay for the conversation, but then you fall in love with the artist.
Got it.
I got my brother on the show. I know I keep pointing this way, and everybody's like, who the hell he pointing at?
Right.
I got my brother on the show right here. That's my boy Bari. My producer, Damo.
He's on the show.
He's a producer from Chicago who just happened to move to Brooklyn and move into my apartment building.
Crazy.
And we've been rocking ever since. So like it's really a family. We really a vibe,
right.
But we get into it.
So Willa Wednesdays.
Yeah.
New music coming, but we're going to let the EP sit for a second.
It's going to breathe for a quick little minute. 2021, we can start slapping people.
You're still on daddy duty every day.
You know that.
How's that been, that experience?
Listen, probably the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
And mind you, this is my second time around.
Right.
Yeah. So this is literally my best body of work.
How old is the first one?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a good timing.
Good time away.
Good time.
I mean, and with that time, I did a lot of things for myself to get ready.
Right.
I wasn't ready the first time, but the best body of work I've put out has been with my children. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, congratulations on everything you got going on.
Absolutely.
Going through this pandemic, COVID thing with your head high and just taking W's.
Striving.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, I think mentally they just can't get through it in certain ways, especially artists. Wait, yo, what do I do? How do I do it? But you seem to be doing, busting all the right moves, keeping busy.
What this pandemic did was put everybody on equal platforms, equal playing fields. There's no more, oh, I'm about to sell out the Garden.
Right.
There's no more, oh, I'm gonna go to blah 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 and shut it down. No, we're all now on playing field. We're all fighting for attention, and I see that on social media.
Right.
I see everybody trying to do something that would stand them apart. Like Tory Lanez had the quarantine radio. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just everybody's now fighting for the same attention. So what this humbled me in a big way, and hopefully the majors get humbled as well and realize that we out here. And when you take everything away, it comes down to the music, the push, the grind that you have, and your likability. People like you or not. Like they rocking with
That's
you or
a fact. I've been trying to preach that for a long time, but I'm glad, a lot of people woke now.
Yeah.
Now they woke.
You got no choice. Got no choice now. Got no choice, but yeah.
Jay Willa in the building, the New Movement Live, DJ Drewski.
Absolutely.
We look forward to following your career and all the craziness that's going on and more new music. But first, let's get some of these videos out.
Absolutely.
And maybe now I can get invited to Willa Wednesdays.
Oh, no. We gonna set that up. You heard that. You heard it here first.
You heard them. We out.
We gonna set that up.
Peace.